Hello all, and welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts Stream Drop Distance. Last time we finished off the grid as Riku. And first thing we have to do, drop. Go Night Night Riku.
Night Night Riku. Yeah, way more points this time as Riku.
Yeah, let's see. Well, that's worthless because I can just buy it.
Right. Did somebody say magic game?
This is one of the few levels where I can kind of justify a drop accelerator because it's actually kind of long.
I agree wholeheartedly. You could maybe do 2 in magic game if you really want to.
Yeah, I really don't need defense or affinity gains, so turn that off and go to 2.
Yeah, I mean, you could still get a 1 attack game or 1 defense game.
For defense. I really don't need attack because I'm not going to be using physical that often. And again, Balloon is kind of worthless because I can just buy it.
Yep.
Right. Prankster's Paradise, let's go.
Good Balloon. Alright, we're going to Gangster's Paradise, everyone.
I mean, it's still a good balloon.
It is.
Okay, also, I should mention, too, if you have not already noticed, I am doing an experiment with this part and the next one, so if it looks better or worse, that is why. If it turns out well, I'm going to make that a habit for all the videos that are going forward, but this is my guinea pig.
Yeah, but if it does not, then everything will go back to the
Yeah, then it's just going to go back to the old, or at least close to the old, because I did change after Sonic 4. Because I was recording that game too, but my version looks like poo.
Yeah, I really did. Luckily, my version made up for it.
Yeah, we just used yours because mine did not like fast motion, especially with the special stages, which that was so much of that video that I could not justify using mine.
Yeah, the special stages looked really good on my end. It basically looked like it was recording from source, so...
Yeah, I ended up mimicking his settings after that because, again, mine looks like poo.
Poo-poo, poo-poo. So, I hope you like getting balloons. You probably shouldn't dive into this whole bunch of them.
Yeah, you can do it this way.
Yeah, you go slow. Are there even any enemies?
Does not look like it, no.
Does that mean you'll get that achievement for free then?
I guess so.
There's gotta be a catch.
Maybe it only counts it for the dives where there's enemies present.
Maybe.
There's no reason for me to go. Oh, I could have just saved for this. I did not have to stall that at all. I could have totally gone an aid dive. Oh, but I did get it for free!
Well, Depth Diver. I guess that's impossible to not get.
Wow!
Wow. Dude, Sora's like, go! It's an amusement park! Hey, that carousel had 2D things. You can't sit on 2D horses.
Seriously.
I really like the what is it called? Like the introduction cards they give for the worlds in this game. They're nice looking.
I mean, I like them on Birth by Sleep too. I feel like that's the game where they really started picking up. But not that they were bad before, they definitely weren't. But
so guys, this is Pinocchio's true world.
So much happiness to others.
Yes.
Now Pinocchio needs me to guide.
It's kind of cool that they did this. You would always
Since we
think
never
that they would...
really got a Pinocchio world before. We got Monstro, but that's not really the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Monstro, yes, it plays an integral part, but so does the corruption of Pinocchio.
Hey, Jiminy.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, where's the donkeys?
Who are you?
Look, they couldn't spend enough money to get the license for those.
Apparently not. Either that or maybe it was seen too dark. You know, despite the fact it was an integral part of the movie.
The name Jiminy
yeah.
already spread far and wide.
I mean, you could tell me that they ran a prostitution ring, you know?
It's me, Sora. Sora, you say?
Be true.
Gosh, I don't think I recognize
Jiminy,
you.
how do you not recognize us? You've been on like 20 events.
Oh yeah.
It's because he looks young. He doesn't remember what young Sora looks like.
It's been like a whole year.
In the sleeping world,
He still doesn't remember.
real time does not flow.
You have to remember,
Unless
Sora
one
is an idiot.
restores the world by waking it from its slumber.
When in
I
doubt,
really love.
Sora is
I
an
really
idiot.
love how there's a memento that is him like
Thus, you may encounter
explaining
familiar faces.
how all of these
They
work,
are
and then
just
Sora's just
figments
like,
of
what
dreams.
the?
Shouldn't this have been
Why
during
is
Tron's World
In
anyway?
actuality, they are sound
What?
asleep.
Shouldn't this have been during Tron's World since
Trapped
for a good while
within
Sora
world
thought it
that
was
is
the
also
same world?
sleeping.
Yeah.
What's more,
Wait.
whilst
Also,
Actually, I'm not
they
entirely
no
convinced that
longer
he
dwell
ever
in the
figured it
real
out, despite
version
being
of a
point blank
world.
told.
Dreams
It
may
wasn't.
paint a fuller picture.
also, how does Tron recognize Sora?
Restore what seems to be
I mean,
missing.
you could make the argument that he didn't, that he was just reaching for his hand so he wouldn't fall.
That's
The
true.
real Jiminy Cricket
But at the
wasn't
same
back in this world.
time,
So,
given what happens
maybe
later in this
it's like the
game,
dream world's
a lot
putting
of
him
things
back
are.
Oh
in
yeah, I
the
know.
world.
I wouldn't put it past.
What's that?
That he really
Can't
did
hear you.
recognize him somehow.
Right. It's very nice to meet you, Jiminy.
Who even knows what anything is,
Feelings
Mayo?
mutual, Sora.
A scholar
Yeah.
once said.
So, how come you said I need to get out of here?
Who even knows
Fool
what?
me. You still think we know each other. And you've just about got me thinking it too.
Jiminy.
But where was I?
Why do you think his name is Jiminy
This is a
Cricket?
terrible place.
His
Boys
parents
here
hate
are
him. Next
allowed to
question.
wreck things and loaf around and make
Why do you
jackamoles of
think he's a
themselves.
cricket?
Poor lost
Because his parents are
Pinocchio.
crickets?
He wandered in here on
Why
my
is his
watch.
parents crickets?
That's right.
Because their parents are
That's where
crickets.
I
Next
must have heard
question.
the name Sora. From my friend
What's 2
Pinocchio.
plus 2?
He knows
Fish!
But how?
Pinocchio!
Really? Again? I'm gonna watch them all.
Shame
The
on you.
mementos
There's a trophy
are
for it.
like
Playing hooky and
almost
goofing
so
off in a
pointless. They
place
could
like
just give
this?
us a flashback like a true flashback sequence. It's
They
so
are.
weird on the pacing when they do it mid. It's so weird though how they do it here because it's mid
Oh, you didn't
conversation
say.
or whatever.
And then what happened?
Yeah.
They tied me in a big sack.
So it just screws with the pacing of how everything is going on.
Like, I guess the
Sounds
idea is
like
that
you were
so
horsing
you don't have to watch
around.
cutscenes if you don't have to, but here's the thing. You can just skip cutscenes anyway.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just weird to me, I guess.
Happened.
There. You see where those tall tales will get you?
Okay, stop lying,
The
Pinocchio.
fella in the black clothes who said to play a trick on Sora.
What? Now,
Totally
who are you?
logical.
I've had just about enough of your
How
film.
do you know who Sora is?
Hold on. I guess that part was true. Tell me, Pinocchio.
Wait, if that part was true, then his
Black
nose
say
was supposed to
anything else you?
shrink.
Is that how it works? I haven't seen the movie.
Well, good.
Yeah, when he lies a lot and then he starts telling the truth, it shrinks back to
That's
normal.
Fairy again. The Blue Fairy.
And
What's
then
the sense
he
of
will
watching
become a
Pinocchio? I just
real
never
boy.
did.
Why,
So why is
Hmm?
there a floating triangle just floating up
What
in
has
space?
happened to
It's
your
not in this scene. It
nose?
was on the last one.
Oh,
Who knows?
Perhaps you haven't been telling the truth, Pinocchio. Sir Jiminy?
Well, you see.
Look, he just wants to become a real boy.
No boy with a real long
please
nose.
help me. I'm awful sorry.
Imagine if he turned into a real boy when his nose was super long, so it just gets stuck. It just gets stuck like that.
You
to
push
the
it for
end of
lying all the time.
I'll never lie again. Honest, I
That'd be
won't.
really funny.
I
Thanks for
forgive
putting
you
that
for
image
these
in my
words.
head.
But
Of
remember,
You
a,
put
like
that
a
image in your
super
own
long
head.
nose,
you won't be
of a
good.
super long nosed
Just
boy
as well
Pinocchio.
be made of wood.
We'll be good, won't we?
Very well. But this is the last time I can help you.
I don't believe you. You're gonna help us anyway. Why isn't
Absolutely.
she a princess of heart?
Because reasons.
That guy again.
She's like
Forget
a
him.
crazy
If I don't fight
demigod,
Pinocchio, he'll
essentially,
turn into
or
a donkey like the
maybe
rest
she
of the
even
boys.
like is a
Oh,
god.
they
for
do.
all we
At least
know.
they referenced the
Let me help
donkeys.
you find him, Jiminy.
I still wish we actually saw the donkeys, but
I'd be
it's
grateful.
something.
But how in the world do you
I'm a
know
donkey.
Oh,
That
I know
makes
you're a
sense.
donkey.
Pinocchio?
Hey, that's messed up. Why would you make fun of me like that?
Over there, I see him. Gosh, that is Pinocchio. All aboard.
I never
Jiminy.
called you a donkey, and this is how you treat me.
You called yourself a donkey first.
No. I'm
You're
hurt,
on a ship bubble
man.
burst. You ride trapped enemies and use them against other foes. I actually like this one. Probably gonna use it a lot.
Why do you use it a lot when you have balloon?
Because it's fun. Next question.
I don't have another question. This is awkward.
Oh, well, okay. Wait, what was enemy?
Well, it's a rare variant. That was a rare enemy, guys. A rare jester. I don't think they're usually white-faced. I think they're usually yellow-faced. I think most of the rare stuff is white. Because I know the Meow Wows are white when they're rare.
Yagi Rain went up. Good, very good.
We just have to wait till we see another jester and see if it looks any different.
Yeah. Maybe this will be a fake too. No, it wasn't. Oh, look, I got the balloon anyway. He was around the bridge, right?
Yes. That's a jester.
No. He had me stop for a second. I was like, ah. He was running this way.
The Ferris wheel. Check the Ferris.
Yes, I saw that Prince Chest was bothering me, but I'm gonna skip it. Okay, we're going up.
Now ride the Ferris wheel. Yay! Hey,
Oh, I get to go with my ram.
Pets on the Ferris wheel.
Absolutely pets on the Ferris wheel. What are you talking about?
No pets on the Ferris wheel.
At least let the ram on. The prickly mane I can understand, but the ram hasn't done anything wrong.
It's not even a ram. It's more like a deer.
I mean, it's called a ram. Oh,
Or
the
a
ram
moose.
jumped off to its chest. And I totally missed it. Oh well, there's another chest down here.
It's gonna be a jester.
It was candy goggles all along.
His gut drops every time he opens the chest now. He thinks it might be a jester. This one's not. You're safe. Get the chest in the lower section. Might as well. I think you
I'm
have
trying
to
to
go
see
to
if
the
any of
coastal
these
range.
has Pinocchio in it. I don't think it does, but
What if you pause the game? Does it tell you the objective?
nope.
No. I think
Maybe if I go to the menu for that, it would. But
BBS told you. Should have tossed him. He probably would have went flying into the what's it called? The other enemies.
There's an easiest every opportunity I got.
So I think when I talked to you, Mayo, about how I've dropped on bosses. I've been in the middle of a boss and I had to drop, unless I wanted to speedrun the boss, which is what I think I inevitably did. This was the first stage in which, or this was the first stage I think that happens in.
No,
There weren't many stages that happened in, but I do know that this is the first stage that it happened in. I think it only happened in like 2 or 3 stages, because after it kept happening, I was just like, okay, I need to make sure this doesn't happen. This was like when I first played on the 3DS first, and I didn't know about dropping knots or any of that sort of stuff. So
I mean, that's on you, but still.
it is on me. You're not wrong.
Still annoying, I can understand that.
Yeah. Riku's segment is much shorter.
Oh yeah,
than-
Riku's segment's gonna be really short. And I'm basically done with the stuff I need to worry about for spirits for now anyway, so I'm probably not gonna have any spirit bonding videos for at least a couple parts. There's only one spirit left I really want to get anyway, and I think they are locked away until I go back to Traverse Town.
Yeah, it's the once more guys, right?
Yeah. Which is locked behind one of the drop gates or whatever they call them in this game. You know what I mean, these things.
Battle gates?
Yeah.
Portals. Link portals.
Yeah. Except not the friendship ones.
I think
Okay,
you're just
seriously,
supposed to
Pinocchio,
progress
where are
this
you?
level, FYI.
You have to... Oh, there he is! He's literally right in front of me.
Oh.
How did I miss him?
Because we're blind as
There you
bats.
are. Pinocchio, it's not safe for you here. Listen to Jiminy.
That's not Pinocchio.
Dream Eaters.
Okay, I guess they're not rare then. They're always white face.
Only one way to solve this problem: violence.
I thought they were. You know what? I'm probably thinking of the party version with the yellow face.
Maybe. The Dream Eater versus the Nightmare. But you know,
Yeah.
after saying I never got those straight in my head, now all I can think about is their actual names, so... Way to go, me, I guess.
I just call them Dream Eaters. Everybody calls them Dream Eaters.
But they are
Dream
Dream Eaters. The title's not wrong.
Nope. What are the friend ones called?
Those are spirits.
Oh. Good job.
Oh, up again. And I got max HP up.
And your defense was increased.
Beautiful. Just the Baki
Just-
recipe.
It's a cool name, Jestabaki.
Those dream eaters
Okay.
were pretending to be Pinocchio.
See, look, even he calls them Dream Eaters. He
Where's
doesn't
the
call
real
them
Pinocchio?
nightmares.
Sora!
Sora's stupid. He doesn't know the difference.
True. That's not real either.
Shh. If we believe it's real, it is.
Jestabaki. How did you get here, Pinocchio?
Gee, Pinocchio,
Magic.
how'd you manage to get up
Yeah.
here?
Asking the real
Yeah.
questions.
Let's go home.
Even he understands. Oh, who would have thought the different colored Pinocchio wasn't actually Pinocchio? This
Okay, where's the
really
next
is a
imposter?
Prankster's Paradise.
Walking?
Okay, see,
It's
that's
another
the
imposter, let's
real
go.
one.
Really him. Don't give up, Jimmy.
That one's the real
Come
one.
on, let's go.
Now we get to leave.
Yeah.
He was walking towards the exit anyway.
Now we get to go into the House of Fun,
Yeah, it's fun. It's a house of fun.
called the Circus, the Pleasure Circus.
They really couldn't have chosen a better name. Really?
Look, Pinocchio's a dark story, okay?
Well, I'm well aware.
I love how this
All the
game.
family-friendly images that Disney likes to pull off, they have a really dark history.
I feel like all of this game is just us just remembering that old Disney is just not even just this game. It's the freaking entire series at this point is just reminding us of because the world they put in, they're always like the really dark,
Oh yeah,
practical, really dark stories.
another drop me not. Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna need a drop me not this time. I'm losing my gauge surprisingly fast. There's a good chunk of level left.
Still have the underwater section.
But yes, you can eat enemies like this, and I love it.
Then you have bear
Underwater.
section.
Underwater is the last part.
And then you have the Prickle Main Affinity Up section. And then you have the Sora Spinning section.
The gate.
This one's not a friendship gate.
Yeah, nah.
Do it.
I just wanted to see what it
Why?
was.
It's too late. You ran away. Don't do it. I don't want to see you do it now.
Okay,
You'll suck.
you heard it from him. I'm not doing it. I could have
Which
sworn
way
this,
did you come
this is
in?
how you do it. Well, one of the doors is closed. There's this, and then there's that, but that door's closed.
Beat it up.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Well, there you go. I guess that solves that quandary.
Oh. Now we're in the fun house.
Absolutely.
I love how this is like supposed to be a circus, but it definitely feels way more like a fun house.
There's some overlap between the two, to be fair.
There was like the
Well,
last
15.
section you were in that felt like a kind of like the circus, but at the same time it was all geary and stuff like that.
Yeah. Not that I'm complaining about there not being enough clowns. Believe me, that is not a complaint of mine.
What do you mean? He loves clowns. He's a clown fanatic. It is his favorite movie of all time. I am definitely not lying.
Sure. Wow, those 2 FPS shadows are beautiful. Alright, well that's enough time staring at that.
It literally is 2 FPS, because I think those were literally just 2 different frames.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is more like a circus.
Pinocchio!
Jiminy!
He's part donkey.
My stars above! We've got to do
Apparently
something.
so.
Okay, I got it covered.
No, you don't, Sora. Don't lie. Couldn't even save Tron.
Wait, why didn't you take Jiminy with you?
Oh, Pinocchio, look at you.
Good question.
I think for now,
Jimny's been through thick and
Guys,
thin.
leave. There's a contributor right there.
Go, guys! Whoa!
Knock bouncing foes away. Yeah, but why would I want to? There's a much better option. It's called Balloon Run. Say hi. Why not go away when you just kill them? It's way easier.
It's to bounce when you could just balloon. Balloons fit in a circus. Look at it, does no damage. See, just use balloon. See. Fire Windmill is your new favorite spell of all time.
But I like it.
Not named balloon.
Fire Windmill still does a lot of damage, to be fair. Probably because it's still magic based. Or at least partially magic based.
Dude, leave us alone, stupid bears. Just because of that, bears, we're gonna do use balloon run.
Have fun!
That was like slightly too high. Oh, you should have just
I
let
got
him
it
punch
eventually.
into you because we would have punched into the balloons and died.
Oh, what I collect? What did I collect?
A banana split.
Oh, apparently I collected high jump.
Let's make like a banana and split.
you again.
Darkness. More
Sora,
darkness!
Just jump. Just bounce. You're they're on the drums. Just
This
bounce.
isn't
Not so
possible.
much, you know, flow motion.
Yeah.
My, a hollow puppet that's managed to grow a heart.
Shut up.
Yes, we've already been over
Zemnos.
this in the first game.
Pinocchio isn't
Zemnos.
anything like you.
Actually,
know.
don't shut up, Zemnos. I love your
But if
voice.
Pinocchio could be given one, shouldn't you
You've got
be
a
able to
very
have heart
sexy
inside you too?
voice. It's really deep and
Maybe so.
nice.
However, do not forget that you yourself are not so very different from us.
What do you mean? That doesn't even make sense, Zemnis.
You know,
Sora's
how
done
pointy his
literally
ears are and I
nothing
couldn't unsee
like
it.
Who am I?
you.
Anything like a nobody.
Yeah,
Doesn't
see,
make
Sora,
any
that's
sense.
some logic.
But he's also just confused again, so. Oh, yay, more Chronicles! I'm not reading it now.
Just watch our LP. That's the entire chronicle.
Yeah, basically. Oh, I should equip high jump before I forget. Granted, it's pretty much
Official-
useless in this game, but you know,
I'm
flow motion.
officially making a statement. Every single chronicle, just watch our LP.
I mean, we're still gonna read them. Don't get me wrong. That's just because we're idiots.
Especially me. Where are you going? This is the wrong way. This is backwards.
Yeah, isn't that what we're supposed to do? You're supposed to
No.
go to the front of the circus. Yes.
Oh,
What else would be
man.
there to do in there?
I'm joking. I should remember if I keep it up, Mail will actually believe me. I have to go inside the circus. Ooh, you're about to level up.
Yes. I should really use a dropping out soon as well.
Kill these guys, all of them. They're prickly and gross.
I have one of them in my group.
Doesn't make him any less gross.
Oh, Bubble Burst is
Oh, that was apparently an achievement too. So you
there's
know,
trophies
yeah.
for one of all the reality shifts, so I got the one for this world. Good. You might remember this is one of the easier ones to get anyway.
There's usually like a setup section for
I hope we
every
got home
single
safe.
one, like a little part that sets it up. Like I know there's one in Traverse Town where they put 5 of the enemies next to each other so you
Yeah.
can get it.
You must be Sora.
Oh,
No, I'm not
Yes, ma'am.
Sora.
No, I'm
you
Riku.
must be the blue fairy.
I'm Riku.
That's right.
She's not the blue
I
fairy.
believe
She's not
I
even
have
blue.
grave news. Good
She's
Japan
got a blue
Blue
was
dress
on.
for
Doesn't mean
Pinocchio,
she's blue.
and he was swallowed
Blue dress
by
fairy.
a whale named
Who do you
Monstro.
Yeah,
think
blue
that?
dress
What?
fairy.
Have you told Pinocchio and Jiminy about it?
I like the
Yes.
meow wow on the
And when I
trampoline
Yeah.
told
show
him
thing.
Geppetto was
It
still
looks really
alive
funny.
inside
I know I
the
should be
whale,
focused
and
on them, but it's like
the
really
sea,
zoomed out for some
those
reason.
two
So
little boys ran off
Oh,
at
yeah.
once. They're very
It's also
determined
panning to
save
the
him.
right really slowly.
That's crazy. I've got to find
Is that how you put a little urgency into the scene?
I suppose so. Oh, more flashbacks, of course.
I love
this Monstro?
flashbacks.
I've heard of him.
But how's this a flashback?
There's a whale
Pinocchio
on
still has his donkey ears.
He swallowed
And
whole
tail. You
ships
barely see the tail from
alive.
this angle, but it's there.
And besides, it's dangerous. Why,
You're not a donkey.
Goodbye, Jiminy.
Goodbye. I may be
Goodbye.
lightweight down there, but
So I
I'll
love
let
that reaction so much.
Ah,
She's just gets scared. He's like, "Goodbye, Jiminy." Alright, I'm putting the drop me not on.
Follow Pinocchio.
I'll do them both. Sure. Okay, now put my
You're not
boomerang
gonna
back.
have much time, but you have so many, you might as well.
I'm really not gonna use them all, especially on the beginner mode playthrough. And even if I was going to, like, it's very easy to get rich in this game. So not as easy as Birth by Sleep, but still pretty easy.
Is it as easy as Kingdom Hearts 2?
No, Kingdom Hearts 2 has gambling in it.
Kingdom Hearts 2, you can get laughably rich really quickly. Isn't even gambling if it's luck based or not luck based?
I guess technically not.
It's skill based, and you don't lose
It
anything.
has
from it.
similar concepts to gambling, but I guess it technically isn't.
Don't lose anything for it. Yeah, you get transformed, which isn't ideal, but you don't lose still.
You just leave the room.
Yeah. Or, I mean, you could just deal with it and attack enemies if you really wanted to.
Let's go.
Alright, let's see if it does any damage.
Oh, good, I got a chance here. That's a yes. Also, I don't know what
That's
the tools are doing up there.
negative, Jimmy.
Where they are.
There's like still 2 underwater sections.
Yep.
Well,
Speaking of
there's
Welcome
2
to Underwater, it's
actual-
basically the same as before, but somebody turned on low gravity.
Yep. That's not really how water works, but
You know, whatever, I'll take it over turning to a merman and swimming around that way.
you know, you're not wrong. Are you telling me you don't that game in that world?
That world is fine enough, I guess. It's just if I get the choice between the two.
No, you know what I hear in my head right now?
I knew what you were thinking, I just didn't want to say it.
Swim, swing, it's yeah. When are we gonna redo that entire segment all over again?
Ever.
Why not?
Next question.
Why not ever? That was the greatest, worst thing we've ever done in our entire life.
Sugar beer, of course, of course.
See, now we're actually in Atlantica. There's a tunnel with a jet stream.
Except the
Google, how do you survive underwater?
not just in the recipes.
Hey, get the KO Kabuto. I like
I'm
the
not
name.
gonna- Probably not gonna make it.
I don't care. Buy it. I like it. It's a cool name. I'm still gonna force you against your will to use a cat nuki on your critical playthrough. You're not stopping me.
You can't make me.
Unless you absolutely need to replace it with something, I refuse.
Which I probably will because I need to be able to make them. Okay, Isos, why does the Pergamene have half of its link gauge and the brain has literally nothing?
Good question. Almost as good as me asking, why did you just fall?
Because gravity. Next
What do you
question!
What even is gravity? We're scientists. We should be able to explain it.
That's the thing that happens when you start falling.
No, that's not gravity. That's just falling, Mayo. Completely
Well,
different.
that's one of mine.
You just start assaulting your own freaking Dream Eater. That's, I mean, I don't blame you. It happened to me so many times. It still happens to me.
The game gives you plenty of tools to be able to avoid them. Like, you can even recolor them and everything. And even their base colors are different from the enemy variants. It's just, you'll never notice.
Where
That really is like Atlantica, only it's Manta Ray instead of the dolphin.
Where is it taking us?
Where is it?
Why did it just do that, Mayo?
This went in a circle. Okay.
It took us nowhere, Mayo.
It did take us absolutely nowhere. You are correct.
Screw you, Manta Ray. You smell like poo.
But if you think for a second that's gonna sound take the other one, you got nothing coming.
Tatsu Seed.
Tatsu.
Tatsu. Potato.
This is even more useless.
Jesus.
That is literally just for player reasons and nothing else. So whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Sora, are you not questioning why you can breathe underwater? It's his dream drop distance, after all.
Seriously, he needs to question everything.
Why aren't you questioning why Monstro isn't gigantic anymore?
Still big, just not as big. Used to be bigger than freaking planets.
Yeah, exactly. He used to be an entire planet. Goodbye. They're all dead.
Goodbye, all of you.
They've all died.
Oh, never mind. They're still going for now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
I've seen Finding Nemo.
Yep,
There's
and
still way up to it.
that's where Kingdom Hearts 1 kicks in, I guess. You thought you were gonna fight Monstro, but it's just a random Dream Eater instead.
He really is just a random Dream Eater. Comes out of nowhere.
Literally comes out of nowhere.
He freezes
Like,
monsters.
say you want to say about the Wargoyle from the Hunchback world, at least it was shown in cutscenes earlier. This guy's literally from nothing. Same thing as the one that you fought as Riku in the grid.
I'm glad you made a very convenient arena.
Yeah, it's nice.
Then rescue my friends.
I'll have to claw my way past. Just the chill Clobster.
Okay, move this thing down a little bit. Okay. First,
Drop down, drop down, drop down.
you can do it. Oh, the balloon's
Aw.
popping around.
I wanted to watch his HP just drop.
Oh, come on! Screw it, this one home.
Well, the balloon-
Dodge this
So
one.
yeah, I was about to say the balloon must be home, so. Oh. guy really just appeared out of nowhere, didn't he?
Yes.
I was so disappointed. Boss is
Good luck on
out.
this one.
There we go. Take that. Yeah. What? What, Mayo? What is happening?
Oh no.
What is he gonna do? What is he gonna do, Mayo?
I don't know.
Mayo! Bubble beam!
Walking.
Oh!
Stop running away.
I like how you catch up to him and he's just like, attack, 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 and
He
he
won't
keeps...
stop running. Like, I'm only damaging the physicals. Balloons are worthless. I've got to switch over to fire when going balloon rush. Yeah, sure, balloon does a lot of damage. It's not gonna help if you won't sit still. Where even are you? I know you're in the air, but...
landed on you.
Of course. I might as well just hover over balloon right at this point.
The moment you place it down.
Yeah, run away from this one, huh?
Biatch. Oh, he just shifted
Destroy
the
the ice
battlefield.
Well, it's conveniently right there.
Now you get to use him as a big bubble ball.
Dude, it's wonderful. This makes sense. Wait, does this mean we're technically using Pinocchio and Jimmy as bubbles too? It's kind of messed up to think about it.
Yes, it does technically mean you are using them as bubbles.
It's messed up enough that we're using this innocent whale. But the whale hasn't done anything wrong this time. It's just being a whale. So I know it doesn't look like it, but the bubble actually has HP, so you should careful not to get hit too much. Probably won't be a problem on beginner, but...
Freeze it! Come on! Just freeze it!
So I swear I'm not trying to wiggle this much. It is very vulnerable to wiggling. Like the slightest movement of the analog like makes it just go flying.
Wiggle. Wiggle. Oh!
Yep. Well, okay, so this is awkward. I didn't actually set my death counter, so I owe you +1.
+1.
Because I'm gonna be. I did not think I was gonna be dying, but here I am.
Rock you like a hurricane?
And right after I was saying I didn't think I was gonna have issues of dying either.
Pew pew! Pew pew! How do bubbles have HP?
Yeah, they just pop.
Pew pew! Pew pew! Don't get hit one more time.
Death capacity increase. I can put another balloon.
How does he die when the bubble popped before you even reached him?
Vicinity explosion. That's how the regular bubble burst works.
It demands a scientific explanation.
I just gave you the
God.
scientific explanation.
Well, the scientific explanation is he just got devoured.
Yes. And now Sora's about to get devoured, according to science. Or not.
Look,
This is like he was
according to
sneezing.
science, he should have got sucked in.
Yes. Science is spitting in the face of this right now.
Yeah, and we're scientists, so... Where am I? What if you woke up on the shore and was just like,
Except in the islands.
having these thoughts lately?
It's like-
After this, Pinocchio and Jiminy's
Look,
world gets
Ursula
dragged
was at
into
Disney Island, so anything's possible.
and they end up cast into the sea between worlds, along with Monstro. And then
Oh god, that'd
they
be
end
so
up in
good.
Traverse Town, and the
Just like he
brilliant
appears
whale.
on a beach and then
That's
suddenly,
when we meet
I've been
Pinocchio.
having these thoughts.
It's like Master Yen
It'd be
said.
so funny.
I'm in a dream.
Kingdom Hearts 1 just starts playing.
In that world
Oh,
will
this game
never
would be
be
great
right.
value then. You could literally play through Kingdom Hearts 1. Get your drop distance at the end.
Just getting Kingdom Hearts 1.
That's what should have happened, clearly.
It's like not even like a secret in the game, it's just how you progress.
He's so
You just have to go through the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 1. And then it gets
There's Sphere. Keyblade the triggers fewer reality shifts, compensates with extra use and strength and magic. I don't use reality shifts that often, so it's not too big a trade-off. I still use them, but
Use it. Use it.
I'm gonna
Let's
check
see
the
the
stats.
power.
Unlocks Flick Rush. Main menu.
I want to see the
icons.
power level on it.
I do too. It's worse. I mean, it's
It's
more
worse.
balanced, but thing is, magic is so important in this game that that's the stat you want to worry about.
Exactly. So disappointed.
Alright, well, anyway, thank y'all for watching. Next time we're gonna go through Prankster's Paradise Riku. I would expect a shorter part out of that one.
Yeah,
But then
it's
again, you never
way
know.
shorter.
So, see y'all then.
Yeah.
Goodbye. All toast is
Chicken
toast
tenders.
toast.
Chicken tenders, chicken tenders, chicken tenders.
Okay, now the bloody chicken tenders are gonna show up in your here at midnight.
Oh no!